Welcome back to the channel, where we decode the weird, the wonderful, and the emotionally underreported. Today, we're skipping past the usual economic charts and asking a deeper question. Who's actually happy in love? This video is powered by the 2025 Ipsos Global Love Life Satisfaction Survey, a real-world snapshot of how satisfied people feel about their romantic lives around the world. But instead of just reading out numbers, we decided to measure it our way. Now let the heart go on. Forget GDP. Forget inflation. Forget global rankings. Let's talk about something that really matters in 2025. Heart PDI. Now, what's PDI, you ask? Technically, it stands for Power Distance Index, a measure of how much inequality people are okay with. High PDI? You're fine with your boss acting like a monarch. Low PDI? You want to speak to the manager of society. But heart PDI? That's our totally unofficial, emotionally chaotic, proudly made-up metric for how satisfied people are in love. And based on the Ipsos survey, some countries are absolutely winning at it. The heart PDI champions. Top of the charts, Mexico and Chile, 86%. These two aren't just romantic. They're in a relationship with being romantic. It's not just about dating. It's about devotion, family, passion, warmth, intensity, all baked into how people relate to each other. In Mexico, love might arrive with a guitar and a serenade. In Chile, it might be whispered during a long walk through Santiago's parks. Either way, it's consistent, expressive, and apparently statistically satisfying. Colombia and the Netherlands, 85%. We love this pairing. One's known for salsa dancing, the other for stoic calm and excellent bike lanes. But here's what they both understand. Love doesn't need to look the same to feel real. In Colombia, it's expressive and vibrant. Love moves. In the Netherlands, it's calm, thoughtful, and emotionally honest. Two totally different approaches. One shared outcome. Real, meaningful connection. Indonesia and Spain, 84%. From the equator to the Iberian coast, these two bring different flavors to the same dish. In Indonesia, love is filtered through respect, ritual, and family values. In Spain, it's filtered through red wine, late dinners, and unfiltered passion. One is soft and sacred. The other is loud and glowing. Either way, the love is real, and people are showing up for each other. Malaysia and Argentina, 83%. Now this is a fascinating combo. Malaysia blends tradition and modernity. Dating apps, arranged marriages, and family involvement all exist in the same romantic ecosystem. There's a strong communal layer to love. It's not just about two people, but about belonging. Argentina? They invented the tango. If intensity had a national sport, they would win a medal every year. Behind the drama is a culture of honesty, physical expression, and emotional connection. Two very different rhythms, same heart. Peru and New Zealand, 82%. These two close out the top. And they prove love doesn't have to be loud. In Peru, love is spiritual and connected to nature. In New Zealand, it's grounded, easygoing, and often unspoken. This is the bring you tea when you're sick kind of romance. The build a life together without making a fuss kind of love. Sometimes the quietest countries are the ones that love the hardest. A generational twist. Now here's the plot twist no one saw coming. Millennials, the generation accused of swiping too much, texting too vaguely, and ghosting too easily, are actually the most satisfied in love. 63% of millennials say they're happy with their romantic lives, compared to 58% of Gen X and just 55% of baby boomers. Apparently, therapy, memes, and using full punctuation in texts pays off. Millennial love may look different, more flexible, less rigid, but it's thriving. Boundaries, communication, and shared playlists for the win. What this all actually means. This isn't about how many people are married. It's not about who posts the most couple selfies. It's about emotional safety. It's about cultural support. It's about having the freedom to be vulnerable and still be loved. The countries at the top of the list have a few things in common. Strong family or community structures, cultural or spiritual grounding, and a deep balance between duty and desire, tradition and change. Love thrives when people feel safe enough to grow together. If you're not feeling it, if you're watching this thinking, wow, I'm not in love, I don't feel safe, and dating in my country feels like emotional dodgeball, You're not alone. And you're not the problem. Sometimes it really is your environment. Because love isn't just about finding the one, it's about being in a place that supports love in the first place. It's chemistry, but it's also context. So, where to next? So if you're stuck in a romantic traffic jam, maybe it's not your driving. Maybe it's your location. Maybe the people around you don't speak love the same way you do. Maybe the culture doesn't prioritize emotional connection. Maybe you just need new coordinates, a different rhythm, a slower pace, a little more warmth. Love can bloom in the right soil, and some countries have that built into their roots. Data meets desire, so here's the takeaway. Love can be measured. It spans continents, cultures, and generations. And in a world of apps, distractions, and fast everything, it's still very much alive. From a tango in Buenos Aires, to a beach picnic in Bali, to a quiet mountain hug in New Zealand. Wasi kuni. Love is thriving, not just in hearts, but in numbers. If this video gave you something to smile about, reflect on, or share with someone you care about, consider subscribing to the channel. We tell stories like this every week. And if you'd like to support more of these emotionally chaotic, data-powered deep dives, Super Thanks is now enabled. No pressure, but every bit helps keep the love and the editing software flowing.